So we're gonna keep this really simple. They talk too much. That's what they do. And let me tell you something. If you, I did it before. I failed at that too. But if you talk too much, then there's no anticipation for the prospect to want to hear about what it is because you just told me. Does that make sense to all of you guys? So look, I'm keeping it very elementary. So simple that nobody can get confused. All right. So what we've chosen to do as a team is we've chosen to be overly prepared for what it is that we expect. And we know that we're literally getting ready to triple in size. What does that mean? For those of you that are new to the team, or maybe you don't really know, but over the last 12 to 15 months, we've done over $100 million in sales as a team. Woohoo! Everybody go like this. That's pretty exciting, guys. Over 100 million. Okay? Now that's, make sure you notate that. That's proud. It's awesome to know you're a part of a team, not the company. The company did 164 million. We did over 100 million within our team from Chattanooga to down. And I know in our group, we did somewhere around 64 to 65 million of the 100 million, just from me down. So really awesome of what's going on. And so I tell you that for this reason. We are expecting to triple. Starting from July 1st, we are expecting to triple. What does that mean? That means we are expecting to do 300 million in our organization. And we've talked about this before. That means $150 million in commissions will be paid out. Now, with that being said, give me a thumbs up if you understand me so far. With that being said, what's the #1 skill that's going to help you achieve your goals and dreams? Prospecting and recruiting. Prospecting and recruiting. Okay? When prospecting, the two most important words, anticipation and curiosity. Anticipation and curiosity. Anticipation and curiosity. So, Romacio here, throughout my years of building, I learned a very, very savvy concept, a savvy trick, if you want to call it. The trick is called keeping them in the oven. Now, when you think of an oven, obviously you think of food being in an oven, and the food is being prepared so that you can eat it. Pretty simple, okay? So, how does this relate, this concept of keeping them in the oven, how does that relate towards prospecting? Here's what we're doing. What we want is we want to have 10,000 people, prospects, in the oven by July 15th. By July 15th, we want 10,000 prospects in the oven. Okay? That means these are people that are curious and anticipating. Call me first when you guys get out the lab. Let me repeat myself. 10,000 people cumulatively, we want them to be in the oven where these people have already told you, yes, when you guys get out the lab, putting the final touches or the finishing touches on whatever it is that you're working on, call me first. Okay? Now, I'm going to demonstrate 3 times right now the lingo of what I say to keep people in the oven. But before I demonstrate it, I want you to give me a thumbs up, letting me know you understand every word I've uttered so far, or give me a thumbs down if you're a little confused. Okay, so I'm going to give you the lingo. If for any reason, after I say this, you still are confused, got some questions, contact your upline leader that's on this Zoom. Okay? I'm going to demonstrate. This is a demonstration of the lingo that I use to keep a person in the oven. So let's say I was to call Kim Urban. Okay. Hey, Kim, what's up, girl? It's me, Romacio. You got a minute? Yes, she says, yeah, I got a minute. Hey, Kim, listen, at the moment, I don't have a lot of time, but I wanted to call you because there's something major that's actually cooking up right now. Listen, myself and some business partners of mine are literally right now in the lab working on something gigantic. It is literally going to set the world on its ear. There's going to be a tremendous amount of money to be made by some of the right people. Listen, Kim, I can't get into any of the details right now because we are putting the finishing touches on a few things. And here shortly, when we come out of the lab, I will be able to give you a call and fill you in on what's going on. The purpose of me calling you now is I just wanted to know that once we finalize everything, based upon the income potential that's available for some of the right people, once we come out of the lab, Kim, did you want me to give you a call first and cue you in on what's going on? Yes, you want me to call you, or no, you don't? Let me demonstrate it again, okay? Let's say I'm gonna call up Lisa. Hey, Lisa, what's going on, girl? It's me, Romacio. How you doing? Oh, we're doing good, blah, blah, blah. Hey, listen, do you have a quick moment? Something very important I've got to run by you. Yeah, what's up? Hey, listen, myself and some business associates of mine, I've recently hooked up with some mega successful people, okay? And I'm telling you to say this, guys, because sometimes your friends know, come on, what do you mean you and your business partners? You work at the mail station with me. What are you talking about, okay? So this is where you use the lingo of, hey, listen, recently I've just hooked up with some mega successful people. And right now, we are currently working on a major project. And right now we're currently in the lab putting some of the finishing touches on this project. And here soon, we're getting ready to come out the lab. And when the world hears and sees what we're about to announce, not only is it going to set the world on its ear, but there's going to be some people that are going to make a ton of money from what it is that we're going to announce. Hey, listen, Lisa, the reason why I'm calling you is I can't give you any details right now because, again, we're still putting some of the finishing touches on things. But when we come out of the lab, this is what I want to know. Did you want me to call you first and cue you in on the details of what's going on and how you might be able to win from this? Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up if you're noticing what I'm doing. Look at the screen. Each time I do it, notice what's happening. I got you curious and you anticipating. Well, yeah. And then sometimes they may say, well, yeah, girl, you got me fired up. Well, listen, Linda. Listen, I can't get into any of the details right now. And the reason why is because it's incomplete. We are putting some of the finishing touches on it right now. Just give me a little bit. Just give me a little time. Okay? Don't worry. I'm calling you because we're friends. Okay? But once we finish up these finishing touches and we come out of the lab, my question is, did you want me to call you first? Yes or no? Okay? Let me do it one more time. Let's go with Guy. I'm calling up Guy. Hey, Guy, what's up? It's Romacio. What's happening, man? Or put it to you this way. Let's just say, I'm a big texter. Hey, Guy, I need to talk to you for 3 minutes. It's very important. It's very important. When can you talk for 3 minutes? This is text. So I'm texting them. All right, call me at 4 o'clock. Okay, good. Look, can you just text me now? No, I can't. It's important. I've got to hear your voice. Okay. Boom. I call him at 4 o'clock. Hey, Guy, what's up, man? It's Romacio. How you doing? I'm doing fine. How's the family? Everything is good. Awesome. Hey, listen, man. I need to talk to you about something important. Here recently, call it God, call it fate, call it whatever, but recently I have recently hooked up with some mega successful people. I'm talking about over the last 12 months, a guy I've hooked up with did over $100 million in business, okay? And they took a liking to me. Don't ask me why. They saw something in me. About time somebody saw something in me, okay? They took a liking to me. Hey, but listen, here's why I'm calling you. Listen, guy, these guys that I've hooked up with, they are currently right now working on a major project. It's major. I mean, major. And right now, we're in the lab right now. And what we're doing is we're kind of finalizing some of the details about the project before we go live with it. And listen, I kind of wanted to call you first and ask you a question. Listen, when we come out of the lab, when all the details are finalized, I can tell you this, there's going to be a few people that are going to make a ton of money from this project, a ton. And I can tell you this, the world is literally going to be, they're going to be blown away by what we introduce to the world when we come out of the lab with this concept. It'll be first to market. No one's ever done it before. It's going to be awesome. But listen, I can't get into all the details right now, guy, because we're putting the finishing touches on it in the lab. The reason I'm calling you, when we get out of the lab, based on the profit potential of this thing, did you want me to give you a call first and cue you in on the details and the profit that is to be made? Yes, you did want me to call you, or no, you don't. All right, I did it 3 times, okay? And let me tell you the reason why we have not changed this screen that you're looking at. Because instead of you trying to remember every single word that I said, which you can if you want to, and this webinar is being recorded, notice each time that I did it, did I lace curiosity in there? Yes or no? Did I have the prospect salivating? Basically, they were anticipating, I want to know what it is. Yes, that's the goal of prospecting. That's it. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay? All right. So we're going to have 10,000 people in the oven by July 15th. Every Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we're going to meet right here, and we're going to let you guys share your numbers of how many people do you have in the oven. Now, how are we going to get 10,000? It's 100 people that each have 100 prospects each in the oven. Can you give me a thumbs up if you are now crystal clear on what it means when we say they're in the oven? So the moment they say, yes, call me first, shove them in the oven. You get it? They're now in the oven. They're in the oven. They're being prepared. They're not ready to eat yet. Just let them stay in the oven. Okay, so you guys get it? All right, awesome. Okay, so again, 100 people with 100 prospects each in the oven equals 10,000. Now, what we're going to do, Julie and I, we are thinking of some really nice rewards for you guys that accomplish the goal. For those of you right now, I don't want to tell you what the rewards are going to be, but we are putting together something pretty cool for those of you that do what you say. Okay, 100 people with 100 prospects each in the oven. Now, let's go to the next slide, because I want to show you, when you say that you've got someone in the oven, there are 3 to 4 things that you need. Number 1, you need their full name. Number 2, you need their cell phone number. Number 3, if they have a Facebook contact, what is it? And number 4, in your mind, you want to ask yourself, does this person have between $500 to $3,500 to get involved when it's time to let them know what it is. Okay? So when you tell me you got somebody in the oven, this is the specific information that I'm expecting that you have. Now, if it's not written down, it doesn't count. Oh yeah, I got it in my cell phone. Yeah, Bob told me to call him. Listen, I'll tell you right now, if you're not going to be organized with your prospects, you do not deserve to do business with them. If you're not going to put the most important asset of your entire business, which is your prospects, in an organized fashion on a piece of paper, okay, name, cell number, Facebook information, and or, do you think that they're, do they have the ability to come up with $500 to $3,500, if the value's there, of course, right? Give me a thumbs up if this makes sense to all of you guys. Really simple. Nothing's tricky here. Really simple. Okay? So this is your tracking sheet. All right? So when you say you've got somebody in the oven, that means you've got this information. Okay? So what we're looking for, guys, is, again, we took 10 leaders the other day, and each of those 10 leaders, they also found 10 leaders each that are going to get 100 prospects in the oven. Now, with this being said, you can go back to people that are already inside of World Global Network, inside of your business. You can. People that are already in your team, that maybe they're sitting on the sideline, maybe they're not too active. You can go back to, listen, you can target people that have already gotten in. You can target preferably new people that have never gotten in. So that means everybody's fair game. The bottom line, this is the criteria: name, cell number, Facebook information, and are they, you want to make sure they're pre-qualified. Now, if Bob, for example, doesn't have $500 to $1,000, you know what? There's no sense in even contacting him. You're wasting time. We are involved in sales. Nobody makes anything until somebody sells something, right? Right? So it's, somebody's going to have to purchase something, of course. It's just telling you the truth. So give me 2 thumbs up if we're crystal clear. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go back to the first thing, please. First slide. What we're going to do now is we're going to go around the wagon really quick and get your numbers. How many people do you have in the oven? It's really simple. You now understand what the concept is. You now understand, every Wednesday we're reporting our numbers right here, okay? And we are kind of keeping a tally. And you leaders, you need to be, writing this down. I'm not the secretary, so please, please pay attention, guys. Yes, Julie is going to help out, but again, these numbers are going to get pretty large. How many of you guys are excited about what we're doing here? Okay. Hopefully you understand why. The biggest reason why is we are excited about our future. And to prepare for our future, we need people to talk to. True or false? We need people to share the vision with. Okay? So this little concept of keeping them in the oven is really simple, and all you're doing is building a long list of people that are eager and curious to hear about this thing that you and your partners are working on. Really sexy. All right, here we go. Let's go around here. We're going to start here. Let's go ahead. Everybody's clear. They've probably taken pictures of this, I'm sure. So if we can, let's put the how do I put the panel full screen? Here we go. Full screen. Let's see here. Boom. There we go. There we go. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to call your name, and we just want to know how many people do you have in the oven, and then we'll be done here. And then afterwards, if you guys want to say anything, you can. But let's just go really quickly. We're going to start right here with Lisa. Right here. Let me unmute you, sweetie. Uh-oh. Lisa, if you can unmute yourself real quick. There you go.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Okay, so I have 0 right now. I have been shooting out emails, so I'm working on it.
Okay, great. If you notice, there's nothing about what I said on an email. nothing, what I just did today and I just demonstrated, emails do not work. That you cannot build significant anticipation and curiosity through an email. And I don't care
Yes.
I don't care how great of a writer you think people think they are, doesn't work. I didn't make $10 million using emails. They needed to hear my voice. Okay? Hear
Gotcha.
my voice or see me in person. It works. Okay, let's go to the next one. Tanya Hagry.
12.
12 people. All right. Let's go to Denise.
I have 19, but 17 of them are qualified. I
Okay,
have 2
good.
people who are in, but I don't know where they are financially.
Fantastic. Awesome. Great job. Great job. All right, let's go over to Kay.
I have 16.
16. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot. All right. Let's go over to Laura. Hey, girl.
Hey, we have 701.
701. Okay. All right. Awesome job. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Let's go to Katie Marie.
Hey guys, I have 53 and then I have 6 team members who are on board and that none of them are on the call, and combined they have 166.
Okay. So what you're going to do, we recorded this, what do you call this? This webinar. We're going to post it in the Diamond group once we're done, and you can take this, and I want you to be the leader. You saw what I just did here, and you go to your 16 people, do the same thing. Make sure everybody's on one accord. Keep it simple, and make sure your number is nice and accurate, and everybody's moving forward each day. But great job. Way to go, Katie. Way to step up. All right, Amy.
31 with 27 being qualified.
31. Okay, awesome. Way to go. Way to go. All right, let's go over there to, and I'm glad, good job, Amy. Way to say that there's 27 qualified, because, see, I want you to learn it. It does us no good for Johnny to be all, he's excited, but Johnny ain't got 2 nickels to rub together. Well, what are we going to do? Give him the money? You see, so it's good that you kind of pre-qualified in your mind a little bit. That's good. All right, let's go over here to Kim. Oh, you're muted.
There I am. Wait, can you hear me?
Yep.
So I have 17, and a good percentage of them are from my cold network through LinkedIn. So my question would be, like, how do you find out if the pre-qualification without really knowing them? Like,
great question. You know, it's you know, again, you can go as far as, hey, listen, John, listen, I know I haven't told you any details. I know that. But this is what we're working on. This project is huge. I want to let you know it's not going to be free, okay? When we get done with it, it's definitely going to be, you know, a cost associated. Now, I'm a little unclear if it's going to be somewhere between $500 to $3,500. What I want to know, John, when we get out the lab and I contact you, if you like what you hear and what you feel about it, I want to know, do you have the availability, you know, to put together somewhere between $500 to $3,500? Now, of course, there's a wide range, but I just need to know up front. If you do, great. If you don't, that's cool too. That's how you do it. Always remember, people appreciate when you're upfront with them. All people. It doesn't matter if it's warm market, cold market. People like it when somebody respects them enough to be upfront. Okay? Awesome. Great job, though. All right, Carla.
Hey, Moss.
Hey.
We have 1. So
One.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, so you know what that means. We got to step our game up. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
Voice messaging, calls.
Awesome. This we're gonna turn you guys into. You guys are gonna be lethal after this is over. Watch. Okay. All right. Let's go to Amy.
I have 6.
6. Awesome. Way to go. Way to go. All right. Let's go over there to Chris Denton.
Hi, you guys. I have 25.
Awesome. Way to go. Let's go to Sienna.
I have 16.
Way to go. Let's go to Titus. You're muted.
That would be me, right, Mas?
No.
No.
Titus. He said you got 2?
Got 2, Moss.
Okay, awesome. Way to go. Let's go to Pastor Jake Montreal.
Hey, Moss. Hey, we have 55.
Way to go. Let's go to Kristen.
I have 8.
8. Way to go. Way to go. Good job, girl. Michelle, Lorenz.
I have 97, Moss.
97. All right. Let's go to Joe and Simon.
How's it going, mate? We just started today, and we're gonna smash it.
Okay, awesome. You just started tonight, and you're in the down. It sounds like you're in the down under. Australia?
Yeah, sure are, mate. Sure are.
I believe you're gonna smash it. That's what they do down there. They smash. That's what they do. All right. Let's go over there to Sierra.
I have 21, Moss.
Way to go. Awesome. Let's go over there to Rachel and Seville.
We have 38.
38. Way to go. Let's go over to Saul.
I got 50, Moss.
King Saul. Awesome. Way to go, man. Let's go over to Glenn.
Romacio, all 17 are qualified.
My man. My man. Awesome job. All right, let's go over there to Benita. Oh.
Hey, Moss, I just unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep. 50.
50. 50.
Yes, sir.
Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Okay. Let's go over there to Kelsey Griffin.
Hey, Moss, I got 51.
51. It's getting hot in here. Let's go over there to Guy. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Moss. So I have 15 and I qualified.
15. Awesome. All right. Let's go to the next one. Tony. Uh-oh, you're muted, buddy. You're muted. Oh, Tony, you're muted. Let me unmute. See if I can unmute you. You got to unmute yourself, Tony. There you go.
Am I unmuted now? All right. I've got 23 and 10. I think they have the money to do it. So.
Okay. So you got. I think I heard him say you got 23 and 10. That's what I heard. 10 that are qualified. Okay. Awesome. All right. And let's go over there to Charmin.
Can you hear me, Moss?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have 16 and 1 is not qualified.
16. Okay, awesome. Way to go. Let's see here. Okay, did I miss anyone? Oh, Ashley Berg.
Hi, I have 9 and qualified.
9 and qualified. Okay. There she is. Okay. Helen Ma.
Hi, Moss. I have 28 in the oven, 9 of whom are leaders whose committing are 10 each. So.
You have 28? Okay.
Yeah, 28 personally. I have 9 of them are committing 10 each.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right. And then did I miss anyone? I hope I didn't. I want to make sure. I'm trying to check here. I don't think I missed anyone. All right. So listen, guys, awesome job. Some of you guys are brand new. Fantastic. Every Wednesday, put this in your phone, 4 o'clock Pacific, right here, same Zoom. Okay, we're going to do this all the way up until. So the goal is to be at 10,000. The goal is to be at 10,000 by July 15th. So leaders, those of us that made commitments to do what we said, let's go ahead and do what we've said, right? Okay. But that's where we want to be. And then by July 15th, pending that we hit our goal of 10,000, then we're going to take it from 10,000 to 20,000. Okay. What we're doing is we're trying to set all of you guys up for big success. Listen to me. Have you ever wanted to know how in the world did I make $100,000 my very first month in this company and I started from scratch? I know many of you thought I probably brought a team. He said he didn't, but I think he probably did. No, I didn't. It's this concept that I just taught you right now. Listen, write it down, be very clear. No matter what the great news is going to be, here in July, no matter whether things are good or bad in your business, the one thing you're going to need to change it all is people. The one thing. See, most people like to focus on one thing too many. Any instruction more than one is too many. Any instruction more than one is too many. So if you keep the main thing, which is making sure you have people, endless amount of people in your funnel, you will never have a shortage of people to share the message with. Does that make sense? So guys, listen. We're taking all the pressure off because you're not enrolling anyone. You're just putting them in the oven. You're putting them in the oven. Now, if we can't get, people in the oven, that means the problem is crystal clear. That means you were too afraid to talk to anyone. And I have to be honest with you. I love you so much to tell you the truth. That is going to have to be a fear that you're going to have to get over, because there's an old saying, nothing changes if nothing changes. Does that make sense to everybody? And I don't care who your upline is and how much coffee and wine y'all drink together and they tell you they love you, nothing's going to change if we don't talk to some people. And right now we've made it stupidly easy to where you don't have to sign them up. You're just checking their pulse, checking their temperature. That's all you're doing. And you're putting them on a list, preparing them to be eaten later. That's just a joke. You guys know what I mean. Okay? So listen, so that means this. What you need to do is if the goal is you're going to have your 100 by July 15th, and right now you already got 1 or you got 5, you now know how many short you are, right? So let me teach you how to step up and be an even stronger leader. What I would do is this. Today is June 20th. So that's basically 25 days. 25, 26 days from now. How many per day will you go ahead and collect? How many? You don't need to tell me. Write it down for yourself, because the people that are on this webinar, this was for, remember, we were talking about 100 people that agreed to 100 people in the oven each. So why don't you really quickly, we don't need the diamonds and above to do it because you've already done it. But those of you that are not diamonds or above, just go ahead and type in the chat, how many people total in the oven will you have in the oven by July 15th? Now remember, I just told you this is how I made $100,000 my first 30 days. I had a ton of people in the oven. I'm giving you the keys right now to how we're going to change or improve your life. Basically, my question underneath the question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Okay. So let's go ahead and write in, for those of you that are not diamonds, how many people are you committing to having in the oven by July 15th? And leaders, I hope you guys are paying attention to the people that are, in your groups here, so you know what they're writing. All right. Okay. Fantastic, guys. So if your goal is 200, 100, or whatever it is, you need to divide the number 200 by 25 days. Because you have 25 days between now and July 15th, right? And that will give you the amount of decisions you need to collect per day. That makes sense, Kay? Makes sense, Tanya? Okay, it's pretty simple. Is this doable? Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up or down if it is. Okay. All right, now I'm officially done. I want to say thanks for everybody's time. Again, please, if you want to have other people on here with us next Wednesday, you can, but please, please let them know what this call is about, please. Please, step up and let them know, because next week we're not going to explain over and over again of what this is. We're just going to jump on, hey guys, what's your numbers? What's your number? And the call's going to be fairly short. So please help us out and let anybody new that you want to be on next week, let them know what the goal is, what the purpose is. Okay, will you guys agree to help us out with that? Fantastic. All right, now last thing. Are there any questions from any of you that perhaps you may want to ask me really quickly before we sign off? If so, just go ahead and unmute yourself and I'll take your question now. All right, looks like questions going once, question going twice.
I got a question, Moss, for everyone else as well. So, okay, we have people that say yes, they're in the oven. What do you do over the next 3 to 4 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever? What do you do with those people that have said yes?
Great question. Listen, now watch my answer, guys. When you put some food in the oven, do you just let it sit there, or do you go back periodically and check on it to make sure it's doing okay? What do you do? I ain't never seen nobody put some chicken in the oven and say, come back in 45 minutes. No, that's not what we do. They check on it. So great question, and the answer is absolutely. Maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. Hey, Paul, I'm just checking in with you, letting you know we still in the lab, baby. I want you to know, Paul, I got you in first position on my list. I just want you to know, you still want me to call you? You still want me? Well, Sabille, can you tell me about, look, Paul, we went through this before. I can't tell you until we finish putting the dressing on the chicken. I can't tell you, brother. We're not done with it yet, okay? I'm just checking in, boss. It's that simple, guys. And then they get pissed off. Man, can't you just tell me? No, I can't. Because if I tell you now, I don't have all the details. It's going to sound great, man. Just trust me. It's going to be worth the wait. I got you first on my list. Now, let me teach you leaders another trick. Imagine this is the list. And if you can get on Zoom, if you can, you don't have to. You put your list up like this. You see this right here, Paul? Look where your name at. You see? Look where your name at, baby. You're right there at the top. Well, hey, and they may say, well, how come I'm not first? Well, Paul, I did call Sean before I called, I did call Sean before I called you. I tell you what I'll do. Paul, I want to make sure. And now you take it to another level of pre-qualification, making sure he has the money, even though he don't know what it is. Paul, I tell you what, I'll call you at the same time as I call Sean. But I need to make sure 530, you see what I'm doing, guys? I'm just pre-qualifying. But when they see the list, they know something going on. Something about to happen. But you don't have to get them on a Zoom. You don't have to do that. I'm just showing you all the little tricks that I've done. And I'm telling you, it works. And I did it when I came over here to World Global Network. It works. It works. It works. Any other questions? But Seville, don't let your chicken burn. Don't let your chicken burn, brother. Make sure you check on your chicken. All right.
I got one more question. Last one. Because this does count for people that were in the organization from the old organization as well. Is there any different way to frame that message? Because that's what we're working on, of the old people throughout the last 2 years that faded out.
No, let me tell you why. Okay, let's say I was in your organization and I was already signed up, and I'm number 4,000 in your group. It doesn't change, because here's the deal. This person, when we come out the lab, let's call this guy Johnny. Johnny, I want to know, do you want to know first about it? Because whatever it is that we're gonna let out the bag, Johnny, he needs to know. When he knows, now he's got the jump on everyone else. Does that make sense? So now he gets to get to his people fast, in a hurry, and starts making the money before all of these other people do. Does that make sense? So nothing changes. The good news for Johnny, hey man, you're already in. But he's still gonna have to spend some money when we come out the lab. Does that make sense? He's still gonna have to spend some money, okay? Because when we come out the lab, we're coming out the lab with a new thing. You guys do get that, right? If we come out the lab with another helo, hey, wait a minute, hello, you already got a helo, that ain't new. We're coming out the lab with something new. Well, to get the new, they got to pay the money. Does that make sense? So no, it doesn't change. It's still the same. And trust me, if you do what I just taught you, they still gonna be like, man, I want to know. I want to know. I want to be first to know, Seville. Why? Put your thumb up. Go like this if you want to be in the inner circle. Everybody wants to be in the inner circle. Everybody. They don't want to be in the outer circle. So that's why it still works. Any other question? I think somebody else had a question.
No question, Moss, but sorry, I've kind of lost my voice. But one thing that I've been doing, this might help people, is I actually use scarcity to get people on the list. I say, hey, I only got room for 100 people on my list. 47 spots are gone. Do you want to be on it or not?
Woo!
It works.
Let me tell you why it works. Was curiosity in there? Yes. Anticipation? Yes. And scarcity, fear of loss. It works. That works. That works. Woo! King Saul strikes again. All right, anybody else?
I just want to say we have over 1,500 people just after the first week.
So 1,500 people after the first week. And that's before the boys from the Down Under get started. They haven't even gotten started yet. Okay? Some of these people on this call haven't even gotten started yet. So, guys, I told you we're going to come up with some prizes for those of you that actually, go ahead and get it done. But we're trying to prepare you for something really, really, really big. But these are great questions you guys have asked. Thank you guys much. We love you dearly. Any other questions before we sign off? All right, guys, I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody.